If you've been sitting on the sidelines waiting to buy for the perfect time, when you can get the best price, the best rate, the best deal possible, I don't know if that time actually exists. What I do know is, as I look forward into the future over the next 12 months, this next 2 months that we got coming up right here could be the best opportunity that you have to buy and get a deal on a house. We're going to break down the top reasons why now, before the end of the year. This is your time to jump if you want to buy a house. What's going on? This is Steve, real estate agent with the Malone Home Team, EXP in the Atlanta area. Thanks for joining us. If you would not mind giving us a like, giving us a follow, subscribe, hit the bell, smash the button, whatever they say on the YouTubes. Just do all that stuff. Like it, subscribe if you don't mind. It just helps our videos to get out there more and get seen as people are searching to find out stuff about what's going on in the Atlanta area. All right, we're going to break it down. We hear from the buyers all the time. Buyers, they don't want to buy if there's too many buyers in the market because things are too hot. And then when things cool off, they don't want to buy because they're worried about the market being crazy. So there's a lot of buyers who are on the sidelines right now waiting for that perfect moment to jump. A lot of times the perfect moment to jump doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like the perfect moment to jump because it feels like it's just not working right now. What I'm telling you is we're going to break down several reasons why right now. And we're recording this end of October 2023. Between now and Christmas, this is your best chance over the next 12 months to jump in and get the best deal possible on a house. There's several reasons why. And yes, because the interest rates are high, because things are slowing down, it doesn't feel like the right time. I understand that. I feel your pain. I'm here to tell you I'm in this every day, okay? Been doing this for over 6 years. We do watch a lot of homes being sold, a lot of people buying. We watch all of it. Okay, this is an opportunity right here. So let's break it down. We got reasons. We're gonna break it down. Why? Right now, if you're looking to buy, it may be time to jump in the car and let's go look at some houses because the next 2 months is going to provide you a very unique opportunity to buy. Let's break it down. You want to buy? This is your time. Let's talk about it. The one reason why, or the number one reason why I think this is a great time to buy is because interest rates are super high right now. What? Hear me out. Everybody's freaked out about the rates. Every buyer that we talk to right now say, "Oh, the rates are 7.5%, 8%, whatever. We're not buying." A lot of buyers are pulling out of the market right now. One of three things is going to happen with the rates. They're either going to go down, and when they do go down, you can refinance. Okay, you will get the house at the price that it is, and then you can refinance down the road. They're going to stay the same, and if they stay the same, then you waiting is not going to do anything except watch that house go up in value. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the house is going to go up in value that you like. Or number three, which is what a lot of buyers have found out this year. If you wait, interest rates could go up. Interest rates were in the upper sixes to near 7 for most of the year. Everybody's waiting for something to happen. Something happened. Interest rates went to the upper sevens and briefly got above 8. They're holding the upper sevens right now. So what happened? That's what happened. The rates went up. Could they go up from here? Personally, I don't think so. I think they're going to go down, but I don't have the letters behind my name, so everything that I say is a guess. Talk to a local loan officer about that. With that being said, the fact that the rates are so high has slowed down the market. A lot of folks have said we're not buying. This will provide you an opportunity. Okay, we're seeing from a lot of credible sources, like the national sources, talking about when you look at the number of homes that are on the market that have had price drops, you're talking about like a huge percentage of homes having price drops over the last couple of months because a lot of buyers are pulling out. People are dropping their prices because they're trying to get sold. Things have slowed down a lot. You're looking to buy, grab the house now. The interest rates being so high has gotten all the buyers out. You can go in there and you can go get a deal. Yes, it stinks. I don't want you paying 7.5, 7.75 for a house either. But if you grab the house at 7.75 and then you refi down the road, you're going to refi the house. Let's say, we'll talk about this more as we go, but let's say when you look at rates, you get a $400,000 house right now, let's just say. In 2 years, that $400,000 house is going to be worth up 450, 460, 470. It's going to cost you that much to buy it. And even if the rates come down into the fives, A 460, 470 house in the fives is going to be pretty close to the monthly payment that the $400,000 house is in the sevens right now. Okay? Or you can get the $400,000 house in the sevens right now and then refi the $400,000 house in the fives. Then you're talking about saving $500, $600 a month. That's where the payoff is. Okay? So get the house now. And I don't want you stretching too much. Okay? Because we can't bake the assumption that the rates are going to go down into it. Okay? Because I don't know how fast they're going to go down. I don't know how far they're going to go down. But you have to assume at some point they're going to go down. But I want you to be able to afford whatever you can get. But the important thing is the fact that the rates are so high has pulled all the buyers out of the market. Take advantage of that. All the buyers are running out of the burning building. This is your chance to get in there and get some really good real estate. Get a really good office in that burning building. Okay? The buyers are out because of the rates. Jump in. Get a deal. That's number one. The rates being high is a good thing for you. You're going to get a better deal. Number two thing that you have working for you right now is not only are the buyers pulling out because of the rates, but the buyers are now going to start pulling out because it's getting towards the end of the year. November, we see a decent amount of traffic on average, but then December, everything kind of trails off. If I'm you, if I'm on the sidelines and I'm thinking, when's the best time for me to buy a house? As I look at the landscape, I'm spending all November getting my ducks in a row. And I am December 1st, I'm in the car and I'm finding a house. December is your month to make something happen, okay? Everybody's going to be moving into another direction. They're moving off to, it's Christmas time. It's, time for holiday parties. It's time for Christmas parties. It's time to go, over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house. It's all of those things in December. Okay, everybody's doing everything in December. Last minute, doctor's appointments to get, what do you have to get done in December? That's what everybody's doing in December. So buyers who are casually looking for houses right now are not looking for houses in December. Again, now you add that to the fact that you already have low buyers because of the fact that the rates are so high. Now we add the fact that we're going to pull even more buyers out because in December, a lot of buyers are just going to be done. I'm telling you right now, November is your opportunity to get all your ducks in a row and jump in November, or jump in December, I should say, or you can go this month if that's what you want to do. I'm good either way. But the fact that we're getting towards the end of the year, and this is where there's naturally a lull in the cycle, as you get that lull, and you look at people who are selling, shoot, man, if you're selling your house in December around Christmas time, more than likely you got to move. These sellers are motivated. You can get a deal. So if I'm looking right now, then once you come into January, I think those first couple weeks of January, everything's going to ramp back up very quickly. I think a lot of people are going to jump right back in. I think the spring market's going to start early, especially these rates start falling. I think once the rates start falling, they're going to fall quick. I think once these rates start falling, you get into January, I think buyers come screaming back. When buyers come screaming back, that's it. The break's over. And you're going to start having a lot more people looking at houses. December is your unique moment where you can get very, very low traffic, get some very motivated sellers, get a pretty good deal. So, again, number one, the rates have pulled a lot of buyers out. Number two, the timing is pulling a lot of buyers out as well. So be ready. November, December, slower time in real estate, better time for you to buy a house. All right, so number three, the reason why right now is a good time to buy, if you wait, prices are going to go up. That's here in Atlanta. There are going to be plenty of spots all across the country where prices are going to go down. There's plenty of places where prices are going to go screaming up. We're talking about the North Georgia area right around Atlanta. Okay, so this is for Atlanta. So don't at me with the, but in San Diego. Okay, San Diego, yes. Here in Atlanta, prices are going up. They go up. They don't quite go as far up, or as up as steep, or however you want to say that. It's not as crazy in the slow times as crazy in the spring times. Okay, so prices are going to go up though. They're going to go up 5 to 10% a year. If you're waiting for the interest rates to come down before doing anything with a house, what's going to happen? What's going to happen is the prices are going to go up and take away all the savings you would have had by waiting for the rates to come down. So, like we talked about earlier, the $400,000 house, we wait 2 years before the rates to get in the fives. 2 years, the house is going to be worth 460, 470. All right, then you're buying a $460,000 house. And then you're going to think to yourself, man, I really wish I bought this house when it was $400,000 and I was refining it. This is your opportunity to do that. Okay. We still have very low inventory. We're talking like only a couple months of inventory. Historically, that is a very strong seller's market. Yes, it's not like it was during the craziness of the pandemic, but we're back to regular real estate now. And in regular real estate, a couple months of inventory is a very strong seller's market. And what that means is that's insulation for you if you own a house and the price is on the house. The prices are going to keep going up. The prices are going to keep going up. It's just the way it is here in North Georgia. It's not going to change for the next 3 to 5 years, at least. It could be longer than that, okay? So I say all that to say if you're waiting to buy the house, you're going to be waiting to buy a more expensive house, okay? I've had plenty of buyers who, and this was during the pandemic, so it's not quite the same because the percentages were super high, but I had buyers, they were looking in like the upper 2s to near 3. They took a break for a year and they came back and they saved some money, they got some raises in their jobs, and all of a sudden they're looking like 350, 375. Guess what we're looking at 350, 375? The same houses that they were looking at last year. So like waiting is not going to, we're not going to get any advantage at waiting, okay? The reality is that house, let's grab it now. Because I mean, if you want to get the 250, 275 house, and then all of a sudden in like a year, you want to, all right, let's look 250, 275. It's going to be completely different houses we're looking at. You're going to say, man, I wish we had bought the house last year. It's, that's just the way that the things are going. So the reason why people aren't buying or that people hesitate to buy is because they're waiting for the best deal possible. What I'm telling you is best deal possible is when you get the house for cheap. This is that moment. In the next 3 to 5 years, the house will not be as cheap as it is right now. This is your opportunity to snag a deal. Now, again, something crazy could happen. Obviously there's a lot of international stuff going on right now, a lot of international conflicts and whatever. So there's a lot of things in the world going on. So all bets are off if something happens. But in the regular world, this is your opportunity to get the deal, to get the house as cheap as possible. Okay, so that's number 3. If you're buying the house, you're not going to get any cheaper than you will in these next couple months. The last reason why I would say right now is a really great time. This is the first time I'd say since the pandemic started, okay? So since back in 2020, the year that we don't like to talk about. This is the first time where you actually have some decent houses to pick from. Yes, it's a seller's market. But I'll tell you what, I'm looking at houses for my buyers all the time. Some really nice houses out there. Like a couple years ago, those houses would not last 3 minutes. It seemed like once they went on the market, 100 offers on every house. There's some really nice houses right now. Once we get in the spring, what we tend to see is the buyers come back before the sellers. Okay, so what's going to happen in January and February is the buyers are going to come back and they're going to eat up the inventory. The sellers are going to realize, holy cow, all the buyers are back, let's jump in. They jump in and the buyers are going to eat all that inventory. So where we are right now, we're about 2.5 months of inventory here in the Atlanta area. That's going to probably hold around 2.5 months. Once we get in January, February, that's going to drop back down to 2, maybe 1.9, and it's going to hold in that 2 to 1.9 range probably through the spring, because anything that the sellers put on, the buyers are going to buy. Okay, so when you look at the amount of inventory you have right now, again, it's a seller's market, but man, there's some good houses out there, better than we've seen in 3 years. Better opportunity than we've seen in 3 years to get a really good deal on a really good house. Okay, is that going to change? That part we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen over the next couple of years. Could some of these big national companies that are owning a bunch of these rentals, could they finally say, you know what, we're done with the rentals because they're not going up in value like they were. We're out of here. Or, there's all kinds of things that could happen. So that part I don't know. What I do know is when I look at right now versus last couple of years, you got great choices right now. What I do know is that whatever you do buy is going to go up in value. What I do know is whatever rate you get now is probably very high likelihood going to go down, and you can refi when you go down the road. So when you add all of it up, it's a great opportunity. That's part of the reason why a lot of people are sitting on the sidelines. It's like, shoot, man, if there's only one house for every 1 billion buyers, there's no point in jumping. You have choices now. This is a great time. So that's number 4. You got options. Take advantage of it. All right, so there you go. 4 reasons why I believe like these next couple of months, to me, this is the perfect time to buy. Yeah, it feels weird. But are you telling me it's going to feel better if like you get into March and there's like 30 offers on every house and the rates are in the mid 6s and the prices are going to be a little elevated and you have to go like 20,000 over asking to win? Is that a better time to buy? Or is it a better time to buy now when you can maybe get a 20 under asking and then refi down the road? And then the house is going to be a little bit cheaper now than it's going to be then anyway. To me, if we're looking at home buying and if we're looking at purchasing as an investment, and if we're looking at it from an investing standpoint, you want to get it at the best possible time. You always want to buy low, sell high. Real estate, not really going to buy low, sell high in the sense of like it's going to go, you buy it low, goes way high, and then you sell it and it goes way low again. I mean, it's always going to be kind of going up. I mean, the perfect time to buy a house is back in 2008 and hold it since then, right? We can't go back in time, so here we are. To me, what you're looking for is, if I'm buying, what's the best situation for me? You know what I mean? What is the best opportunity for me to go in and have a hassle-free buying experience, the opportunity to get an inspection done? You may not have those opportunities in the spring. The opportunity to get an appraisal done, you may not have those opportunities in the spring if it gets crazy enough, okay? You get a really good deal. The ability to inspect it, appraise it, get it lower than you're going to get it in the spring, refi it later down the road, all the things we talked about. So to me, those are the 4 big reasons, okay? The rates being so high has pulled a lot of buyers out. Timing right now is pulling a lot of buyers out. Prices are only going to go up from here, so you're never going to get it cheaper than you're going to get it right now. And number 4, whatever number 4 was, oh my goodness, I'm that old. The number of houses that are on the market right now, much higher than they were. You have really good choices. Sorry, I had an old person moment there. I don't even know if I'm going to edit it out or not. If you saw that, comment below that you saw my old person moment, because I just want to see how many people make it this far. So there you go. Those are the 4. To me, if I had, if I had the opportunity and I had the ability, I'd grab a house right now myself. Okay, so that's my thought, and that's what we're talking to all our buyers about. Yeah, I think that if you're selling and you're looking to sell to get the best deal possible, this is probably not your time. Maybe spring is. But I'm telling all my sellers, if you're selling because you're looking to buy something, sell right now. Because the buying part is the hard part. And I would buy right now. And the hard part, because the hard part, buying, this is the easiest it's going to be. Yeah, you may not make as much selling right now than you would in the spring, but in the spring you could sell and then you had nowhere to go. So to me, I think this is the opportunity. These next couple months. Buckle up, let's go. If you have questions, if you want to talk about it, if I'm full of it, let me know. Give us a call. 470-233-4409. Emails below. This is Steve, Malone Home Team. Again, don't forget to like it, subscribe, all that good stuff. Don't forget, again, if you saw my old person moment, don't forget to let me know about that too. Take care. Bye.